Let's just do it with me. Let's go do it. Let's make some backpacks. So here's our line. We need fabric and plastic block. We need heat. There's our first instance that we're going to need some heat to melt that plastic. We need a merger machine. I think we have that. And let's take another look. What do we have? A plastic former. I believe we have that. I think so. Let's take a look and see what shoes need. So it also needs all of these things. So we could realistically have a whole separate line because it needs fabric and block. Let's do this. Let's figure this out. Okay, so I'm gonna need a fabric and a plastic. A fabric and a plastic. So let's not go crazy, but let's build for future. Let's future proof this a little bit. Let's put a dispenser down. We're just going to put it here on this block, and we're going to put another one on this block, and then we're going to add a merger. I'm going to add it. This is where it gets tricky. I'm going to add it there, and I'm going to add another one there. So this is future proofing. This one's going to be fabric on the left, plastic on the right, and so they're both going to come through and they're going to merge. And I need one of these to come into a cutter machine. So I need one cutter machine and one cutter machine. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to build two cutter machines. So the fabric goes into cutting on the boots, and the fabric goes into cutting on the backpack. But that's the cutting is where we tell it what we want, used to cut into certain shapes. So we're definitely going to want I know this is going to be stupid. You're thinking, Aaron, why are you an idiot? He might be, ladies and gentlemen. He might be. He just very well might be. So we're going to do boots, and I want a cutting machine here. Oh, that's right. They're kind of cattywampus, aren't they? Let's just set them down. Right mouse click. Control click. And I know. It's got to be off center. Control. This also has to be off center. It's a bit way off center. Let's put them out just a smidge, but right next to each other. Right, so that when I come back here and do my lines from here to here, it's not too bad. This one's I can deal with it. It's not a big deal. But I am gonna want another dispenser. Because I'm going to be making two products from the same line. Oops. So let's get you to there. So these are coming down. Well, this one is output is going to be, let's put backpacks on the left and socks or boots on the right. Not a big deal. We're just going to output fabric, and we're going to output fabric here. This is going to output solid plastic blocks. And so now if we look at the cookbook for boots, then it just goes into sewing machine. Oh, plastic blocks is heat. So plastic blocks come out. We know it's blocks, and it comes into a heater, right? And then do I need that as well for... I think I do. But they all come together at the end for the combat boot. I also need to take a picture of this. Another sewing machine. Okay, so let's focus on boots. I need a heater. I need a thinger. I need another heater. Okay. And then another plastic former on that line. And that is ridiculous, but it is what it is. So the output here is going to be plastic fittings, and the output here is going to be boot soles. Okay. I mean, it's a line. It's telling me where to line and where to merge. So over here, we also need to have, so this is the boot side, and it's going to go into a sewing machine. Probably not exactly lined up, but that's okay. There we go. And it's going to go back into a zipping machine there. And then it's going into a merger machine. Let's put the merger machine, let's put it here. What does it look like? So I got two inputs. Okay. Can I get a line from here to here? I can. And so this output is going to be boots. That's ugly as sin, but it's going to make boots. And then over here we have a compact backpack. And he said swiftly, cookbooks, combat. So this is kind of the same situation where we're taking the plastic box and it's using fittings only. So that's interesting. So this one is making fittings. And I'm trying to think, how can I can get a line splitter. Now that we have one. A line splitter going off to the left or to the right. Let's do it to the right. I just want to see what it looks like. We can move it. Okay, so I got lines coming out. So what I want to do is delete, demolish that, move that for now, move this for now, and then move this for now, because what I need to do is take this fittings, these plastic fittings, and I need to kind of spread it out. So I wonder if I can take, let's take this here, and the reason I did that is so that I can get a nice crisp angle. Look at that, it's gonna feed right into it. It looks so pretty. So it's gonna go there, and then I'm gonna have a line come out, and it's gonna go to here, and the other one is gonna go to another line, because we're looking at, it's a little loud, because the blueprint we're looking at for combat boots, it's going to use these, and then it's going to heat them. So we've got some going into there to a heater, and then that heater is going to go into there. And let's delete that, and then we've got some parts going here. Yep. And this is for sewing. This is for zipping. Let's kind of get this out of the way. But merger needs to come into here for the boots, right? Because here's the one part. I wonder if I got any of this stuff right. This is going to be the combiner to merge everything. This is going to merge the fabric and the boot sole, and this is going to take the input from the plastic fittings and an output to the boot sole. Okay, cool. So yeah, I only need two of these. So that's one, and then the backpack over here. Let's go to the backpack. And it's going to take this plastic fitting and just go directly into a merger. Well, let's go into a plastic former, which is not on my list yet. So let's do fittings. Oh, the fittings are just coming out and they're going into this merger. Is this the merger? This is not the merger. That merger is here because this goes here and this goes here. And then this is the merger for that. So I'm going to have a couple of different cross lines here. I have my cutter. This is making my fabric. It's going into a sewing machine here. Oh, I don't need it. I don't need a sewing machine. It goes from the form. It goes from the dispenser to the cutter, which is here, into the zipper, which is here. Okay, it's even easier. Goes into the zipper, and then the zipper takes the output from the zipping and the plastic fitting into. Let's just leave it there for funsies, right? And so then what I want to do is take, let's see if this just works. Let's take this output over to here. It does work. Into our merger, and then this into there. Let's add some more belts for funsies because we're just doing it. Oops. Okay, so for boots, we've got some plastic coming in. We're going to grab the fabric cuttings from over here. I need to have a flow cross. First, I think I need to delete this. Let's have a flow cross. I don't know how this is going to work. Oops. Rotate. I need it all to go this way. So let's just try it. Let's just set it down and try it, right? So I've got my output coming from here. It needs to go from there to there, to there to there. And then this output needs to go into here. And those little fittings are going to come into here. I need one more belt from there to there. So it's looking good. I like it. Okay, so we've got let's look at our boots on the right. It's going to go down into a combat boot. It's going to come here, just making a combat boot. We need another sewing machine for some reason. Put it in the middle. And then it's going to a boxing machine right there. And then if we go back and look at the combat boots, it also needs a sewing machine and a boxing machine and end of line. I really want to have end of line is just packaging. Let's do this. Right? And then have, because I think the boots need one too. Let's go double check. Pretty sure I'd be surprised if they didn't. Yeah, end of line. So everything needs an end of line. So I wonder if I could do this. Let's do a merger, 2 into 1. Stamp it down. Control click to get everything there. Click it and drag it. This is ugly as crap. And then get some belts lined up. These attached. These attached. This. Oh my gosh, how much is this setup? I'm under $100,000. Oh my gosh, I'm killing myself here. And I think I just need one. Shoot, do I need 2 production line guys? One for the boots and one for the thing? Or can I have one guy manage all of this? There's only one way to find out, so let's do a line controller. I don't want it here because I might have to add another one, so let's add in here. And station with line controller, so let's add a guy. Let's add a line worker. We're going to recruit him. Don't know what his name is, but he's going here. Brett Banks. Brett, you don't know what you're in for, man. You're in for some hard work. So let's create the line. We have this and this and this. These. I'm just clicking everything because I'm not exactly 100% sure what. What is all a part of that? So I'm pretty sure I got these are boots. You're just packaging, man. You're just packaging. And you're just sewing. I think this is ready to rip and go. Let's turn power on. You don't have enough utility space. So yeah, I'm gonna have to add some more power. So let's come over here to the power grid. I don't like this because it's adding. Okay. I have enough power. It's just increasing my monthly bill. Everything's on except for this. Why didn't you turn on? Output is. What do you care? I need more power. Let's try it again. Why is this still not? She must be in an LC group. It is in an LC group. I wonder if the line control groups are limited in space. Let's look at this one here. Go to station. And let's just scroll down. Let's add this and this. Select output. Well, this is backpacks. This is output is boots. Station man with an LC worker. Take this. I want to trash. I'm about to delete this line of groups. Are you certain? Yes. Oh, whoops. It's okay. It's all part of the learning. Line control worker. Here. Let's go to the station. We're going to click it. We're going to add Brett Banks. We're going to call this